So we've known for a while now that DELPHOX was going to be the next Pokemon added to Pokemon Unite, and it looks like it's coming June 9th. But thanks to El Chico Eevee, we're going to get to look at its moveset here, how it plays in the game, give our first thoughts on what it could look like. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're starting off as Fennekin, looking cute. First move, looks like a fireball, could be Ember. Just a simple straight line skill shot, nothing too fancy. See what kind of damage it does. Okay, there's its auto attacks. It'll be interesting to see if it's a mage that kind of relies on its auto attacks or if it'll be more reliant on its abilities. Okay, like 600 damage, not too bad. Could be a decent last hitting if you want to play it in lane. Okay, our other ability here could be Will-O-Wisp. Looks very similar to Espeon Swift. You got like 3 balls and they converge on your target. Looks like it kind of blows up there at the end. It's a pretty good last hitting tool for Espeon, so interested to see if it's the same for DELPHOX. First evolution hit at level 4, but you don't get your first ability upgrade yet. Interesting. Wonder what level you get your first ability upgrade. And let 700 damage on the Will-O-Wisp, not too bad. Oh wow, okay, so you get your first upgrade and you evolve at level 6. Interesting. Looks like the first move here is Fire Blast. Straight line target. Looks like it leaves a burn area behind and that explodes for extra damage. 1500 damage, pretty solid. Wonder if there will be any CC with the burn area, if it's any slowing there. If it's just damage. Okay, your other ability's Fire Spin. Okay, looks like pretty good CC. It looks like they spin around and then are stunned at the end. Interesting combination. Take a look at the alt move. Alright, have some fireworks. Continually hit targets in the area. The damage seems kind of lackluster. It was only hitting for like 278, I think, per hit. You're kind of relying on the target to stay in the area. Maybe good for zoning, but the damage seems kind of lackluster for a mage. It'll be interesting to see if there's any other effects in the area, any CC, any damage reduction. Oh wow, that's cool. So fire spin, if you don't land it on a target, it'll seek out a target. And it looks like on the plus, the spin lasts a little bit longer. Okay, interesting kit so far. Hard to tell what the Fire Blast Plus did. Didn't notice any difference in the animation. Okay, gonna take a look at the other moveset. Again, it's very interesting. You evolve at 4 and 6, and you don't get your first ability until 6. Interesting power spike. Okay, so we just get another skill shot straight line. Pretty simple. Let's get a little bit longer range, but it's pretty narrow compared to Fire Blast. Will be interesting to compare the damage numbers on the two, whether Fire Blast or whatever this move is would be the way to go. 1300 damage doesn't seem too strong. Fire Blast, I think, did a little bit more damage with the 2 parts, the initial blast and then the explosion. Okay, so it's a little bit of a dash. Always good to have a dash on a squishy character like an attacker. Okay, so it's very similar to Sylveon's Mystical Fire. You get a slight dash, and then you get orbs that auto-target an enemy. It was interesting to see where he dashed away from an enemy, so if there's one not in range, you don't get the orbs, you just get the dash. I think Sylveon, you always get the orbs, even if there's not an enemy, and then if one walks in, it'll target them. Okay, nothing too noticeable. I think you just get an extra orb on the plus for the dash. It looks like you get 4 orbs instead of 3. Hard to tell what the plus on the other move is. Maybe just more damage. Again, the alt kind of looks lackluster. I guess we'll have to wait to see if there's any other effects with it. But for a mage, you would expect more damage, and you're kind of relying on them staying in the area. They can just walk out of it. Kind of similar to Cram's alt. Alright, and that is it for our look at DELPHOX. I really want to see the numbers come out on this, especially the alt. I think it could be a solid mon. You got potential CC with Fire Spin, Fire Blast. You got potential damage with the other moveset. You get a dash, which is always important for an attacker because they're typically squishy. Um, Depending on the effects of the alt, it could be a good zoning tool. I don't know if it's ever going to have good damage, just relying on people standing in it. But overall, I like playing mages, so I'm really looking forward to DELPHOX. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But that's going to be it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have the link to El Chico Eevee's video if you want to watch it. Other than that, have a good one. I'll see you next time. Peace.